So as promised, it's going to be part one of a video series that I'm going to be doing in this house in Attleboro, Massachusetts that we're currently wiring. This house is over 4,000 square feet, so I'm going to take you guys through the full entire overview of everything that we do. Basically, this project is probably going to take right around 2.5 weeks. So every single day that I work here, I'm going to take you guys through, each day, everything that we do, and that way you guys can see all the quality and the detail that we put into this house when we rough it to make sure that everything is absolutely perfect for the contractor and going to be perfect for the customer who actually buys this house. This house is actually already pre-sold, so we got to make sure that everything is done to the customer specifications and what they want. But right now, we're in the guest bathroom here, and I wanted to point out that every single switch that you see in here, whether or not it's a 4-gang or a single gang or a 2-gang, everything is completely labeled. Every switch has a labeling. Every location already is pre-planned to make sure that everything goes smoothly. So in the 4-gang right there, you see S1 fan, S1 light, S1 vanity, certain things like that. That way we know where exactly to run, every single entire wire in this house. Everything always has a plan. As far as like those bathroom fan lights that you see there, we always run a 3-wire to them, so that's going to be a 14-3. The black we normally use as the motor, and the red we normally use as the light. And instead of running a 2-wire, which is kind of like the cheap way of doing it, that way you have the fan and the light come on at the same time. We like to have, 2 separate switching methods there, just in case the customer wants to switch the fan separately from the light, which is something that we prefer and like to do with our work. This is basically the full entire first floor here. There's going to be a fireplace over there to the left. I'm not sure if it's going to be a gas or electric fireplace quite yet. This whole entire first floor, we didn't really get to rough too much because the way we like to do things is we start from like the very top floor. In this case, this house has 3 floors. So we start from the 3rd floor, we work our way down to the 2nd floor, and then eventually to the 1st floor and the basement. This is a full entire, full basement, so we got to rough that as well. So right now we're in the office area. Every single tire recessed light in this place is going to be 4-inch. They requested all 4-inch recessed lights, which is going to be awesome. If you, depending on what kind of where you are in the United States, I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen these recessed flat templates here. A lot of you guys are used to those can lights, but we like to use these flat templates because basically all you got to do is you staple the wire above it, the sheetrocker comes, just cuts that 4-inch circle in there, and you just pop the recessed light in there with no other issues. It's super fast, saves a ton of time, and it's actually easier than using those big cans that everyone's used to. But as you can see right here, we label everything, 14-2 middle bed hall office light. So that's where our home run's going to go. We mark out all our home runs. And another thing that I wanted to point out too is that all these boxes are actually banged up with an actual like measuring jig. So what we do is we cut a stick or like a piece of ferrine, whatever, to 43 inches, and then we cut 2 of them at the same time. That way we have 2 identical jigs to bang up all these boxes to the same exact height. Same thing with the plugs. For the plugs, we like to make like a piece of ferrine at 15 inches, and then we bang up all the plugs with the same exact jig. That way everything matches the same. All the plugs and all the switches are the same height. You don't get these crazy different heights. A lot of guys use hammers. A lot of guys, just pull a tape measure for every single one. It's a waste of time. It's not accurate, and that's not the way you do things in a custom $1 million home like this. So that's the way we like to do things. In this office right there, you're going to see a 14-2 home run there. And everything is pre-planned like I was talking about. You got to make sure that you label everything and get everything ready to go. That way, as soon as you're done boxing everything, you can immediately start, running wire. If you can also notice that all the studs, we like to drill through the studs. That saves time in pulling wire. We have one guy that he's just going to go around after everything's boxed, and he's going to drill everything out and get everything ready to pull wire. This is the best and most efficient way of doing everything. While one guy's working on sealing boxes, another guy's working on, regular switch boxes, and one guy's drilling everything out and pre-planning all the locations throughout the wires. And this is just how you get things done quickly, but you also get things done properly. Everything is always pre-planned. I'm taking you guys through each room now. We throw all our trash in actual garbage bags. We don't leave stuff hanging all the way around. That way people kick it and it just becomes a mess and it's chaotic. All these fan boxes here, we use metal fan rated bracket boxes. These are the strongest and the best boxes for this situation. You can see them. They're all going to be in the center of each room, depending on what style room it is. If it's a bedroom, it needs to have fan rated, especially if it's a dining room. And, just follow your local codes. In the closets, what we like to do is we keep these closet boxes, the ceiling boxes, 6 inches away from the top of the header. That provides plenty of room in case they want to do closet shelving. As you can see, I just pointed that out. That's like a bracket box right there. We like to use those. Every single shower inside this house is going to have a 4-inch recess inside of it as well. And especially, this is another closet right here. That box was close to the stud, so we used regular nail-on boxes. This little troffer ceiling right here, there's a smoke detector right there. But this ceiling's going to turn out beautiful when it's done. We got 4 recessed 4-inch lights in there. And we also have a fan that's going to go in the center there. And I made sure to keep those recessed lights, further apart. That way you don't get that strobe effect. I hate when the fan runs and you see this like strobe effect from the fan blades. It's really annoying and it's not professional. Now I'm going to go up to the third floor here. We got a smoke detector actually up there. I think that's going to be a heat detector, and then we just have a center light there. They're not sure if they're going to finish this space or not. But this is the full entire overview of everything that we got done today. Basically, the third floor and the second floor is completely roughed, and we're going to start pulling wire tomorrow on these floors. We got some wire done. We pulled some 14.3s in. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video.